I'm Lezozo GH, also known as Leslie Niitete Annan. I'm a teacher and entrepreneur. Today I'm going to talk to you about my career as a teacher. But I believe at the end, anybody who is listening or watching will learn certain things that will help them in their own careers. So it's not forcefully about only teaching or education, but rather life in general and career development. I'm able to combine 2 to 3 to 4 subjects. I'm able to teach 4 subjects in a day. So somebody will ask, how is that possible? Yes, I am a French teacher. I am a French language teacher and English language teacher, uh, literature and English teacher. I also can teach social studies. I can teach CRS, Christian religious studies. So you see, my background as a Bachelor of Arts, Philosophy, French um, graduate opened me up to become like this. Also, as time went on, I also had to learn. So for the 14 years I've been teaching, I've I've taught all these subjects. And right at this moment, it's possible within a day to have different periods teaching French, then moving out of a French class and going to teach literature, and moving out of a literature class and going to an English class, English language class, then moving out to do a social studies, all at a secondary school level. So it's not that I'm promoting myself, but I'm telling you that it's possible. It's possible. I don't see my head so big. I don't see myself as extraordinary. But what I believe is that it needs planning and discipline. So I'm going to tell you how I'm able to teach 4 subjects a day. First, every morning, the day that I have to do such an enormous task, what I do is that I plan. The day before, I plan. There's a scheme of work that I use, my lesson notes, well planned over time, so that during the actual teaching, the actual work, I do it fluidly because the plan is already there. You see, when you plan, when you don't plan at all and you're trying to teach, it's very difficult. You might see that you'll be beating about the bush, you're saying all sort of things, and the students or the people who are listening to your audience will be having problems understanding what you're doing. So planning is very crucial, and that's what I do. Also, I'm a person who reads very broadly. I'm always reading. I'm always reading. I read storybooks. I read textbooks. If it's literature, I read Miller's Age. I could read Exams Focus. I can read A1 Challenge. I read all sort of books to make me better at the job that I'm doing. So as I continue reading and also I go to the net, make research, necessary research, I become very fortified so that at all times when I'm delivering, I deliver quality stuff. Also, the third point is that I pay attention to what is very important. I pay attention to what is very important. Every subject, every course that you're teaching, there is a, an objective that you have to meet. So I make sure the objective, I never move away from it. So that is that I pay attention to what is important and what is required of me. I I do that, add a bit of my own stuff, but I try to do as much as possible what is required of me. Then move on. This way, I'm able to sieve out unnecessary garbage, so that I don't give the students garbage, so that they also give me garbage when I'm later on requiring them to answer questions on the test. Also, another thing that I do as a teacher, mm, as a teacher, is that I'm always polishing my teaching skills. When the skills that I have as a teacher, well, I did a postgraduate diploma in education, and I also did a master's in educational leadership, all educational courses, and also I did some on the net. I did some educational courses on the net. I continually do this to improve my style of teaching, to improve my delivery, to improve my classroom management, to improve all the things I do as a teacher. And so when you see me teaching, you see a professional at his work, and I'm always giving out quality stuff. If anybody will say, "Well, I am blowing my own horn," I would keep quiet, and it could ask anybody who knows me, and the person will tell you, "Good, I'm a good teacher. I focus on giving out my best at all times." There is another thing that I do. Yes, I am good in myself. I prepare myself. I prepare lesson notes. I learn. I read broadly. All those things. But there is something that I do that is very important for any person who wants to go the extra mile, who wants to improve in teaching. That is, you should seek help. I easily seek help from those who are good at a particular portion of what I have to teach. So if it's English and I'm going to teach grammar, and I know a friend of mine or a colleague of mine is good at it, I ask questions. If it is essay, if it is oral English, and if it's I'm talking about literature and it's poetry, and there is somebody who knows it better than myself, what I do is I seek help from my colleagues and add up to what I know. So at the time that I'm delivering, I deliver quality stuff. So I believe I'm giving you important information, and I know yourself in your own small or in your own big corner, you're going to do what I do. So first, I plan, I read broadly, excuse me, I read broadly. I pay attention to what is important and deliver. I also keep polishing my teaching skills. And finally, I'm always liaising. I'm networking. I'm asking for help from others. And if you do this, surely you're also going to be teaching 4 subjects, 4 courses within a day, and it will be no big deal. Have a nice day.